Crazy Skater 96 here, and I'm going to show you a couple of blues licks that I've learned over, time. And I'm going to show them to you. These are all going to be in the key of A, and I hope you like them. The first one is going to be real simple. You start on the 5th fret of the G, and you slide to the 6th with your middle finger. Sorry about that. Okay, and then your first finger goes on the 5th fret of the B. Your third finger follows on the 7th fret of the B. So, and then you come back to the 5th fret of the B. And then you go down one, and you're on the 5th fret of the E. So that's. Okay. And then you do that same thing, but it's, and then you end up on the 7th fret of the E, and you bend that whole step. And you can either, like, a real good way of bending is when you have your pinky and your third finger on there, and then you can bend with your whole hand, or you can bend with your third finger. I mean, you get the same bend. It's just easier like this, although I usually don't do it like that. And anyways, if you add those two licks together, it's going to sound like this. Once again, that's like this. Okay? And then another blues lick that you can also do is like this. And it's kind of like a really weird one. Your first finger is going to go on the 5th fret of the E, pinky on the 8th fret of the E, and you're going to pull off to the 5th. And then your third finger goes on the 7th fret of the E, and you pull off to the 5th. So it's. And then you go. So that's to the B. And then your first finger on the 5th of the B, and your pinky on the 8th of the B. Pull off to the 5th. And then third finger on the 7th of the G, and your first finger on the 5th of the G. And then you're going to pull off to the 5th. And then it's from the 5th and a hammer on to the 6th. And then your third finger on the 7th of the D. Kind of tricky to get used to. Okay, so one more time, pretty slowly. Okay, and the last one for today is it's going to sound like this. Okay, that's your first finger on the 11th of the B, your third finger on the 12th of the G, and your third finger on the 12th of the E. And that's in the key of A. And what you're going to do is you're going to play that twice. It's kind of, in the previous video where I did a lick, kind of like, it's kind of like that. It's a jumpy. And it's. And you can do it fast, or you can do it slow. You can do it a lot of different ways. And pretty much just this boom, boom, or da 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 da. And you're gonna go from there, then a half step down, half step down, half step down. But on the last half step down, which you're gonna end up, your first finger is gonna end up on the 8th. You're gonna bar the 8th for the B and the E, and your middle finger is gonna go on the 9th of the G. And that's actually an A right there. Except it's a weird different A. You know. At least I believe. Maybe not. Oh well. But it really works nice with the actually no, it's not an A. No duh. But anyways. It works in with the A blues scale. You know? All that going on. And that's pretty much a couple of blues licks that you can do in A. And of course, like these, you can scoot that up. Say I want to scoot this down to G, same thing. You know, you can scoot them down to there. This one, I haven't put it into G yet, but I believe I could. That's probably how it would sound in G. And you can move them all around, but I like the key of A, so I just showed you them in the key of A. Once again, that's this. And actually one last one, which kind of goes like, that's a real kind of famous one. And like once you start playing it, you kind of get stuck just going. You know, just kind of screwing around in that little spot. And what that is it's a whole bend release, you know, and then, so, like, that's on the 7th of the G, where it's the whole bend release, and then your first finger's on the 5th of the G, and that's a hammer-on pull-off from the 7th back to the 5th, and then your third finger on the 7th fret of the D. And that's pretty much how you do that. That's also in the key of A. You can also do it in the key of G, key of C, you know, E, a lot of different places, you know. And once again, these are all blues licks. So I hope you enjoyed watching. Goodbye.